Mindfulness has become a trend and a buzzword in the past few years. But what really is mindfulness is a question that I get asked several times as a mindfulness teacher. So today we're going to talk about what mindfulness is and most importantly, what can mindfulness do for you. Hi everyone, I'm Sonam Mahajan, a certified mindfulness teacher and life coach. Welcome to Yellow Door Talks, Wisdom for the Human Life. If this content adds value to you, please do subscribe to our channel by clicking on the subscribe button below, and do remember to turn on the bell icon that will notify you for when our videos are out next. And look forward to all your feedback, any comments that you have for us, anything that you'd like to hear from us. Please do engage with us in the comment section below, and I look forward to that. Thank you. As a mindfulness teacher and long-time practitioner of various spiritual paths, I'm very excited to talk to you about what mindfulness is and most importantly, explore with you how mindfulness can benefit and impact the very practical aspects of our daily life. Now, when I first heard the term mindfulness, I assumed that it is synonymous to any spiritual practice or meditation that I may have experienced or done. I just thought it's another word to describe spirituality, to describe meditation, but this is not true. In the last 5 years of working in the mindfulness domain, whether it was raising awareness on mindfulness through various platforms, collaborating with mindfulness professionals, studying mindfulness and teaching mindfulness at companies, at schools, universities, and teaching mindfulness to individuals, to parents, I've had the opportunity to really understand and clarify my understanding of what mindfulness is and what it isn't. So let's dive right in. Today I'm going to talk to you about what mindfulness is by way of 3 T's. Our first T is teachers. What are the renowned mindfulness teachers of the world saying about mindfulness? John Kabat-Zinn, who's the founder of mindfulness-based stress reduction programs and the founder of the modern-day Eastern School mindfulness movement, says that mindfulness is paying attention in a particular way, on purpose, in the present moment, non-judgmentally. And Thich Nhat Hanh, who is a Zen master and a global spiritual leader, says that mindfulness is keeping one's consciousness alive to the present reality. And Ruth Bayer, who's a teacher and trainer at the Oxford Mindfulness Center, said that mindfulness is a way of paying attention that originated in Eastern meditation practices. And lastly, the Greater Good Center at UC Berkeley says that mindfulness is maintaining a moment-by-moment awareness of our thoughts, feelings, bodily sensations, our surrounding environment through a gentle and nurturing lens. Now, before I jump into the second T of defining mindfulness, I'd love to hear from each one of you as to what mindfulness means for you. So let's take a moment here to jump into the comment section below, and if you could describe to me in just one word or a sentence or more as to what mindfulness means to you, what comes to mind when you think about the term mindfulness, anything at all. There are no right and wrong answers, and I look forward to each and every response of yours. Thank you all for sharing. Now, moving on to our second T, which is tool. Now, sometimes we talk about mindfulness as a tool. Now, here we're talking about specifically the mindfulness practices themselves. These are the tools, the techniques, the exercises that strengthen certain states and our psychological skills. And in the last few years, some of the biggest companies of the world, such as Google, Facebook, LinkedIn, and not just the tech companies, but financial services, pharma, hotels, consulting industries have all invested in teaching mindfulness as a technique, as a tool to their employees. Now, this has happened alongside a tremendous increase in the research that has been published around what mindfulness is, and research that points to the scientific evidence of the benefits of mindfulness. Now, the last T I'd like to use to describe mindfulness is trait. Now, trait is our natural disposition. It's our predominant mental outlook. It's our default way of being. When we are present with our daily life, when we are present with our responses to life as it unfolds, when we are aware of ourselves and our surroundings, that is mindfulness described as a trait and as a natural disposition. Now, 2 leads to 3. As we practice mindfulness as a tool, as a technique, that enables us to cultivate mindfulness as a trait and as a disposition. Now, what are some of the myths about mindfulness? Mindfulness isn't religious or spiritual in its current secular and scientific form. All meditations are not mindfulness, and mindfulness also doesn't require us to use any singing bowl, a cushion, incense sticks, or chant any mantras. So, again, like I described, it's very specific in its form and its use. Now, the most important part, how does mindfulness add value to your life? Now, this practice that sometimes involves us in sitting in stillness, sitting in one place, seemingly doing nothing, can seem quite pointless. However, over the past few years, there's been tremendous amounts of research that have shown the profound impact that mindfulness has on our biology, our psychology, sociology, and our interrelations with the world. Mindfulness helps us in very practical ways to tap into our existing capacity and capability for well-being, for mental health, for performance, and for resilience. Now, here are the specific ways in which mindfulness impacts us. It changes the structure of our brain and its functions. It improves our attentional and working memory capacities. It brings about perceptual shifts. It allows us to gain clarity and focus. It strengthens our purpose and intentions in life. It enhances our creativity and innovation. It improves our mental health. It reduces stress levels. It helps with emotional regulation. It reduces our reactivity. It also reduces our addictive behaviors and enhances our resilience. Overall, it makes us more aware of ourselves and our environment and enables us with the wisdom that we need to take the right action for our lives. So that's it for today. Would love to hear your feedback in the comments section below. If this was useful, like, share further, and if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel. And of course, I'll see you next week.